Hello and welcome to another FF lifestyle vlog. I feel like I'm going to pass out right now. So this vlog is starting a day after returning home from the Kansas/Oklahoma trip, and that jet lag and really coming home and you're still a dad lag, you can't really like come home and just chill out like nothing's happening. You gotta kind of come home and jump right back into life, and that's just the cards we're dealt right now. So still feeling incredibly tired. It is still raining today in Pennsylvania. It has been raining for like a week and a half straight. We are on the way right now to drop off Greenie to get my lower ball joint fixed on the right-hand side. Finally getting that done, and hopefully it'll stop pulling to the right after I get that fixed. Gonna cost like $230 with my local guy, and I think that's relatively fair. Could I learn to fix the lower ball joint? Yeah, I watched some videos. Doesn't seem horrendously complicated, but it does seem like it would take quite a bit of time, and there's a lot of headache going behind that with some suspension springs and different things that I just don't really want to deal with right now. So I'm going to pay, extra $150 of labor to get it done and call it a day. And we are also finally picking up the TRD Pro from Accelerate Auto. It got coated Thursday last week, so it's been about 5 or 6 days since that's been coated. Brody over there has been incredible. Great dude. And I am finally, again, picking that up today. Of course, as life would have it, it's raining, and obviously a nice brand new finish is the same as when you get your car washed. You can absolutely expect it to rain that day or the day after. So it is what it is. It's an incredibly durable finish. Hopefully we can get some good shots. I'm not sure if Brody still has it in his showroom, but if he does, that'd be cool to get some pano shots with the camera. Either way, I'll show it to you guys. Accelerate Auto in Lancaster did an incredible job on my Tundra TRD Pro. And just for further info, I obviously, with the channel size, not many companies are working with me or sponsoring anything like that. I paid standard price for the service. No affiliation with Accelerate Auto. They got so many great reviews. That was it. I looked up coatings, got recommended to them by a good friend of mine, and I'm very happy I got the coating done there. I'm looking at the hood, and all the little rain droplets are just like little beads on top of the PPF coating, so that is super cool to see. I'm very excited to have the TRD Pro coated, just again for overall longevity on the truck. I'm just trying to make this thing look as good for as long as possible. And of course, I wasn't really able to see that today, but they did tell me that the clear protective ceramic coat that's over the whole truck really made the metallic that's in the black shine during the sunlight, and I am super jazzed up to see that whenever we get a sunny day here again on the east side of the freaking United States. But yeah, I'm rushing home right now. Like, I don't even need my windshield wipers right now. I'm gonna try to flip the camera very carefully because I am driving. I'm not sure if you guys can tell up there, but all of the water, that is insane. It's just beating and gliding off the hood of the truck. like sneaking around, and I don't know if you guys can tell from the camera, but on the windshield, it's all just kind of just glazing off. None of it's really sticking at all. So that is pretty freaking awesome. I love that. It's the morning, and I am slightly less tired than I was yesterday, but man, this week is brutal. I'm doing this thing again, which I really hate doing. It's funny, like sometimes I do really good and productive things when I wake up in the morning, and then other weeks it's just like non-stop going on my phone right when I wake up, and for an hour sitting there on Instagram Reels like I was this morning. I woke up at 4, it's now 5:02, and I'm finally stepping on the treadmill to do my warm-up. And that's just life sometimes, I feel like. But you know, really what it comes down to is, in this stage of my life, it's very, very difficult to find time to yourself. So I wake up at 4 to have time to work out, to have time to do any YouTube related things, just really anything I want to do, I wake up this early for. And I think I'm so gassed out after the week when I finally get there in the morning, pick up my phone and Instagram. And very disheartening, because all I want to do is positive things during that time, but it just always ends up being brain rot times, you know? And here's the deal, guys, that's just being real. So much of what I see on YouTube, especially vlogs, I just can't stand, because I hate to break it to you guys, but a lot of it is fake. It's not who these people actually are. It is not even the voice that they generally have, right? It's this big show. Everything is positive. Everything is the best. And they inadvertently think that by showing you that more and more people want to watch their vlogs. But I think over time, it becomes so unrelatable that I just stop watching, you know? And that's just, I don't know, I don't want to be like that on my channel. For instance, I could really easily and talk like this, and I'm so excited for the day, and we are here now. We're about to do legs. I'm feeling great today. It's another awesome day in the Firearm Freedom household. What do you guys like today? I really like to work out. Working out is awesome. Here we are today, a lot of energy. Get behind it, get after it, and here we go. It's fucking insane sometimes, right? I just can't, I can't get behind that, guys. I can't get behind it. It's not me, and it's never gonna be this channel. So, I don't know, hopefully you don't mind. Sorry for that rough acting skit. It is 5:07 in the morning, so it's about as good as you're going to get from me and acting in the morning. We are going to try something a little different for today's leg workout. As usual, I cannot even say par for the course today. In general, when I'm having a hard time finding motivation in the gym, I know that it's time to probably switch up what I'm doing. And luckily, being a personal trainer for quite a few years, you begin to learn with personal training how to get creative. And for leg extensions, I'm going to kind of do my own. And how I'm going to do that is with these ankle wraps here. and I'm going to attempt, this is the first time I'm trying this, and of course it's on camera as well. It should, in theory, work just fine. So, okay. So I'm going to step in front of the bench here and the bottom portion of it, and I'm going to attempt to recreate my own leg extension, and it's working. I mean, it's for 20 pounds, it is pretty difficult on the resistance with one leg, and yeah, okay, cool. So we'll stick to 12 with that. Feeling it right where you want a leg extension to be felt, right in that teardrop area of your quad. The interesting thing is going to be this number, trying to get this swapped out and not cut my hand off in the process. Okay. Try it the other leg, see what we got. Probably breathing super heavy into the mic, but that's all right. We're gonna go there. Cool. All right, so that works. That's cool. But you really need to figure out what way that you are going to be able to switch up your workout. You know, a lot of people like to talk about, allow me to ADD my reps real quick here. That feels about like 12. And this is also the problem with having an armory in your gym in the same room during a morning workout, right? I'm in the middle of my set right now, and I got a new light in from Phoenix Light, the GL23R handgun light, and ultimately what my mind ends up doing is, oh, I have 30 seconds. Let me go ahead and do my rest. I'll just take a look real quick. I'll just grab that FN off the gun wall and just see what's, and all of a sudden 5 minutes later I'm still chilling over there. This time I stopped myself and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a clip about this, so don't do what I do. So morning did not go as planned. It was just a rough one this morning. Pushed it on time, procrastinated, you know, just one of those. I have a personality that I'm really trying to work on, which is what my therapist calls all or nothing. And I really do think that's a good point. You're either all in and everything is crazy, good, or you're all out and it's nothing. And it's very rare for people, I guess, like myself, to be kind of just normal and in the middle of both options and just kind of doing okay. Don't know if there's some OCD wrapped into there or whatever. Who the hell knows anymore? But I am leaving my main full-time job and going to my part-time job, which is the gun shop that, of course, I've worked at for many, many years. I still stay there on a very limited part-time capacity. I just didn't want to leave the gun line. I really feel like as a sales rep, so many sales reps do not ever work in the industry or continue to work in the industry, and they fall out of touch, more so as well with YouTubers. So, you know, a lot of these YouTubers, half of them don't even shoot as much as they let on that they shoot, and for the other half, they have never worked in a gun shop in any capacity, and I think that leaves a huge gap in knowledge and understanding of products and how they actually get received by the general public. So staying into a gun shop in any capacity is always going to be in my life. You know, if it doesn't work out at the gun shop that I'm working part-time at now, I'm gonna go to another gun shop part-time. It's not necessarily for money at all. It's a like 1 day a month job, but it's just simply to stay in the know and understand what's going on. So that's where I'm going now. I'm gonna work there for probably like 2 hours-ish tonight. Mossberg SBS just got approved a few days ago, and I'm super, super excited to have that thing back. I've been waiting for 7 months because that's a paper Form 4, not an e-form. And I just am so happy to take that home. I have stayed up far too late, and I know I'm gonna be regretting this tomorrow at 4 in the morning, but I went to work at my part-time job at the gun shop, and my 590 SBS finally got approved. So happy to have this SBS home. It's just one of my favorite shotguns of all time, truly. I mean, it's just, I love everything about this thing. It's a 14-inch 590. I do have a video of it on the channel. Took it out on a conjugal when I still worked full-time at that gun shop. Greenie did get fixed up tonight. I was able to, my mechanic fixed not only my lower ball joint, but he did tinker a little bit more with my alignment. After he did my alignment previously, I noticed that it was still pulling real hard to the right, as I've mentioned in past vlogs. And I wasn't sure if that was 100% because of the lower ball joint. I thought it was. He fixed that and swapped it out tonight. It was still pulling to the right, so he tweaked the alignment a little bit and just kind of worked some things around. I don't know if switching the lower ball joint made the alignment off more, who knows. But either way, it's not pulling anymore. So we're gonna go pick up Greenie tomorrow night from the mechanic, and finally, for at least the next few weeks, nothing is getting done with the cars back and forth and parking them and all this other stuff. There's not many fixes that are getting done. Greenie's having the frame fixed on it at the end of October, so finally that thing will be ready to go for some overlanding upgrades, and we're doing all that stuff ourselves, so I don't have to worry about sending that thing out. Okay, interesting day yesterday. Just not a good one, guys. You know, my mom's stuff seems to be hitting me pretty hard this week, and I'm just, I don't know, I think grief comes in waves, and I'm like extra low on sleep this week, and that's supposed to make this whole thing worse, and I do agree that it does, because I've noticed that, you know, the grief / depression / whatever the hell else it is goes up around this time. I'm trying to switch it up. Today, I'm gonna do something that I love to do that hopefully will cheer me up a little bit. I'm gonna try to not go super crazy or anything like that, just because I think that's not a great combination. You know, depressed and do something adrenaline rushed and, you know, go too hard and get hurt, but I am going to do a little bit of e-boarding. I have Saint jeans that I'm wearing. These are motorcycle jeans. They do have Kevlar all throughout, so it's a Kevlar woven fabric, and then it is padding all over the hips, the knees, everything, and they just look like regular jeans, which is cool. These are some of the best slide-rated jeans on the market, and I rock an Alpine Stars motorcycle jacket. I have chest pads, back pads, forearm pads, shoulder hard plates, and then for the helmet, TSG Pass Pro. Now, this is not a motorcycle-related helmet. I really need a motorcycle helmet. I just don't have one at the moment, but for basic riding, it should be pretty good. And of course, I am taking with me today, my board of choice, if you will, is my Wraith Vengeance, the carbon 4-wheel drive. This is a crazy e-board, fastest in the world, goes a max speed of 81 miles an hour. Obviously, I don't ever hit that speed. Not sure how much is going to be heard on this, but we get everything rolling here. Always get a few fun nervous jitters stepping on this board. Highly doubt you can, but if you can, that would be cool, because we're just cruising. I use an app called Sports Tracker that helps me see exactly what my speeds are I got really lucky, and where I ride, the streets are very open, very smooth, and wide. Great for a speed board like this. Got some unknown traffic up here. Looking for rocks, debris. I just ran over one there. That felt a little sketchy. Watch this car. So always before the route, I go real slow and check for any odd stuff. That tractor was not there last time I rode, so that's something, again, to just kind of be aware of before you start gunning it on the speed. Got to figure out a mic situation for this. Got cars coming behind me, so I'm going to speed up a little bit. A lot of bugs tonight. Yes, sir. Almost fucked myself up on that one. Not paying attention, throw you right off. Not gonna feel good. Go ahead, try to carve around this turn. It's the second speed run. And check it out for debris. Try a little bit of a sweep. Yeah, this one's looking real good. Probably about 20. You want to be real careful with the shadows because it covers parts of the road and you might not see a small divot or something like that. So these are runs that, again, I've done quite a few times, but I still triple check before really pushing it with the speed. I'm gonna go ahead and probably let it rip a little bit. No more talking, got to focus on this one. Pretty fast. All right. Now, I'm just gonna ride to chill out. Take the camera back home. Talk to you guys in a bit. All right, they had us in the first half. of that week. I feel like this vlog, and really this happens a lot with vlogs, is all of a sudden you are thinking it's going to be like a one-day vlog, and then 5 days later you end up finishing the week and also finishing the vlog. The last shot that you guys saw of the longboarding really picked up my whole week. It kind of like reset me, which was a great feeling. Little did I know, in one of the last clips, I'm talking from my helmet, and I'm like, man, that felt pretty fast. I didn't think I hit an all-time top speed, but I actually did, and you guys got to see that at about 51 miles an hour. It ended up being like 50.53 miles an hour. So that was wild and far too fast. That's the thing about that Wraith Vengeance, is in no time you can be hitting those speeds and you might not even realize it. I was really in the zone, focusing, clearing my mind out. And again, the scary thing on that board is 50 miles an hour did not feel like 55. I thought I was just kind of hitting the normal cruising speeds. So you really got to be careful. You really got to watch yourself, and full gear on that board, because it's very well made for speed runs and it handles speed scary good. You will not know you're going that fast. We just went to the mall today. We are planning for the Salem trip, and I went back to my roots, went to Hot Topic, got a band tee, got some new gauges, right? And I'm just trying to get into the old emo Joe mindset to cry my heart out in Salem, you know what I mean? So that should be pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for following along on this vlog this week. As always, comment down below and stay tuned for more great videos coming soon.